Hello, everybody. Manlius here, and welcome. And today we're going to be playing a little bit of Arc Raiders. Um, as you can see, I'm already level 20. I do play this, you know, in my downtime with friends, so I may not necessarily be recording that, but yeah, I figured I'd record this gaming session and kind of bring you up to speed of where we're at. So we have our workshop all decked out with all the stations. And as you can see, we have some of them up to level 2 and our explosives even up to level 3. Scrappy is already level 4, and we are missing just a couple of different items to get him to level 5. We do have a plethora of quests for us to be doing. Industrial espionage, which requires us to deliver a Berletta in the buried city, install LiDAR scanners in various maps, destroy an arc surveyor, and search Cosma Ventures container in Stellamontis, which Stellamontis is the brand new map that was released just a couple days ago. And with that is the live event. And I really like this because you earn merits by earning XP. So really you should automatically leave a game with merits, and you can get them pretty quickly depending on how engaged you are. And with that, you level up what could be essentially like a battle pass style track and get nice rewards, cosmetics, and even raider tokens that you can buy premium cosmetics with. So I think it's a really cool feature and just another one of those things that allows you to progress towards something. As you can see, we do have a little bit of new getup. We are using the Mirage outfit with a gourd backpack. We're using the anvil with some heavy ammo, and we like to sing some tunes on our recorder whenever we get the chance, just to let players know that, hey, we aren't looking for trouble, but if you want it, so shall you find it. Okay, and before we go in, let's go to our quick use items. I always like to come in with some type of grenade. As a offensive measure. Okay. Oh, we do want to bring the Berletta in too, because we were given a were we given a, yeah, we were given a Berletta. Oh. Okay. So we'll have to be quick. Yeah, we'll have to be quick. So let's go to the buried city. With what we have, and hopefully missing ammo. Yep, we're gonna ready up anyways. Hopefully, those we encounter do not mean us much harm, but we'll see. That's kind of the great thing about this game, is you could engage in PvP primarily if you wanted to, if that was your playstyle, but really it keeps you on your toes because you don't know who you're going to come across, whose playstyle that is. So you always have to keep some sort of defense up, which adds to the tension, in my opinion. And I think Arc Raiders has that down very well. I always compare it to Tarkov because that was really the last extraction shooter that I invested a lot of time in. But Tarkov, you never really come across friendly players. And if you do, then that is what I like to think of as kind of a 1 in a million chance. And so there's a surveyor there. But the things with surveyors is that they're really tough, and they take a bunch of ammo to destroy. While I don't have anything necessarily to stun it, we're just going to pass by and try and get to the gas station as quickly as we can without engaging in too much mischief with other players. I did see a player run this way, so we'll give him a tune, a nice little jaunty tune. Okay, so there he is. He's probably going for the same thing I am. So we'll kind of hold back and let's just observe. He may have actually gone into there. Okay. So we're going to go this way. And that's where we need to be. In this container, we can place the Berletta. Awesome. Plant a bug on the weapons cache. And we'll just let him know that we're not here to fight. Okay, and so if you start shooting, we shall shoot back. Okay, so we're done here. We can't do anything with the LiDAR scanner because we need a zip line to get up there, and that's not something that we have. So what we're going to do is we're going to go into a residential area because I need toasters. So let's hit up the apartments. And we'll loot some things along the way as well. Because again, one thing about this game is you should constantly be doing things to get you XP, right? Whether that's scavenging, taking down Ark, or if it's your playstyle, engaging other raiders, you should always be taking every advantage you can to get XP. At least that's how I look at it. Because there's a snitch, and snitches they can be very deadly because if they lock onto you, they'll tell a Rocketeer, or really I know a Rocketeer, but perhaps another powerful Ark, where you're at, and they can engage you across the map. I've had a barrage of rockets launched at me from clear across the map because of a snitch. So if we can't take them out quick, then we will do our best to avoid them. Let's give this a look, shall we? So we have 30 minutes. Again, with this game, I don't really get too annoyed when I die compared to maybe Tarkov, because Tarkov, it had such a higher point of entry than I think Arc Raiders does. Meaning, hey, if you lose your gear and you don't have insurance, or it gets extracted by another player, it's gone forever. And it's a pain to get it back because you need money. And typically your money will go to upgrading your hideout. And here's not the case. Money doesn't seem to be that much of a factor other than upgrading your stash size, which I have done, and everything else can easily be scavenged and crafted. So I think it's great. We have a weapons crate here, which is awesome. These are kind of tough to come by. Let's see. Go ahead and salvage those. Awesome. So it's not coming for us, but we're not going to give any reason for it to. The new map, Stella Montes, though, I think is more PvP ridden than, let's say, a map like the Buried City. But I think there also is kind of like an unwritten rule that if you go in at night, you're pretty much subjecting yourself to PvP. Okay. Whatever is going on over there... I want to kind of take a look. What is he fighting? Oh, he's fighting a leaper. We also have the Torrenta. Let's see if we can't help this guy out. These leapers are quite terrifying. And there we go. It's all you. He did most of the damage, so it's only fair. And that's kind of, you know, really it's how you choose to play. Like I said, I'm kind of a only shoot if shot at kind of guy. And some people aren't, and that's okay. But what we really want to find are toasters, and that's why we're here, and I'm sure that's why that other gentleman is there as well. Heavy gun parts are good, so we'll take those with us. What we can do with that is replace that. Torn book, empty wine bottle, headphones. The trinkets are good if you want to make money. You know, I actually will keep that arc power cell because I can craft that. Have 4. Let's take the torn book. I don't think I've had a torn book yet. It's not a toaster, but it's something. Let's see. I also want to reload my Torrenta. Oh, rubber duck. And a fine wristwatch. We're going to replace our fine wristwatch. We're going to go and... we have a lot of duct tape. We're going to drop these. We're going to take that. I have a lot of rubber ducks. Don't really need another one. That goes into canisters. Light ammo. What does this take? Medium ammo. Okay. So we're going to drop that. Take that. Can't take that. Okay. Looks like we've exhausted everything there. Maybe somebody would enjoy a jaunty tune. Okay, we've been in here. Let's go ahead and check this other side. What do we have? We can search this. Some arc alloy, which we'll take. I never really mind arc alloy. It's useful for a lot of crafting things. And I believe toasters can be found in residential areas. Hopefully I'm right. A statuette worth a small fortune. Okay. Expired pasta. Let's drop these to the ground. I'll take the pasta. Frying pan. Poster of natural wonders. Another statuette. Okay. No toaster. Let's see when this... So that one leaves... Okay, 6 minutes. Alright. See if there's an upstairs. Extracting in this game is also pretty tense because you never know who is going to be there and if they're going to betray you, which has happened to me previously. And that's okay, right? If that's how people want to play, you know, so be it. Not my play style. But it's somebody else's. And again, that teaches you to just be on alert and never drop your guard. What's this? Where does this shoot us to? Okay, it just goes down there. Okay. We have a supply call station above us. I don't really need to do that though. Can we go up any higher? Even if I can make it out with the one toaster, I'll be very, very happy. We've got some wires. I don't need those. Yeah, don't need those. Definitely gonna take that. We're gonna switch out this with these metal parts. We have a pregio. It's 6 pounds. We'll switch it out with that. Household cleaner. Okay. I think we're in a good spot to head here. if we can get out. Okay. So it sounds like somebody's calling the thingy. Let's see if we'll make it in time. Yep. And see, that's where you kind of have to trust people in situations like that, because that guy could have easily taken my life. And I'd been none the wiser for it that, I knew somebody was there, but it's just a risk that I took. And look at this. We got a good amount of merits, too. Alrighty. So let's go ahead and complete this quest. And we get the Berletta blueprint, which is great. As well as some gun parts. So here's another quest. And this one's back at the Buried City 2. And in one round, we have to do all of this. So that's going to be quite a heavy task. We are also, unfortunately, filled up on our stash, so we have to do a little bit of maintenance here. So I could sell that for 10,000, but let's go ahead. Let's sell a couple of these, shall we? Okay. We have 2 arpeggios, which are good. All these are really great weapons, but I want to clear up some space. And how we can do that is by installing some of those mods. We have a renegade here. We can install a silencer on it. What can we put on our Torrenta? Oh, wow. We found it, and it has this epic kinetic converter. Oh, no. Sorry, that was the one I already had. Okay. What can we put on our Venator? Anything we can put here? Anything on this one? We can put that on. Okay. We have a couple shotgun chokes. So let's go do that, shall we? And make sure we have something on there. We do. Okay. Put that back in. I don't need these. I mean, I could bring him next time if I wanted to, and maybe good for like nighttime raids. Okay. Let's get that put back in there. We have an alarm clock. Okay. Let's run one more, shall we? We're looking good on equipment. I think we're okay with what we have. Let's see. let's go to Stellamontis and do that one, shall we? So
Normally, surveyors are full of rare. If you lose this
for
stuff,
cold
I'm so careful
storage,
whenever you head into Stellamontis. still
we
don't
need
know
to
what
search
to
any
expect.
J Cosma Ventures container. And I'm sure we'll have something to do after that as well. We can claim this stuff. I don't want to use the things that I have or the stash space that I have to take it. And again, we just need 2 more toasters. Anything else that we can level up? Okay. No. Okay. Any septics would be good. So we'll keep an eye out for those. I want to make sure I have that tracked. I do. Okay. All right. Let's go to Stellamontis. I'm not expecting to return alive. I never do. So I'll be okay if I lose my stuff. And so like I said, I kind of really just try and chill when I play this game. You know, I have a lot of fun just running around and kind of being a little stealthy and avoiding potential combat, but I'm more than happy to engage in it. Okay. So I don't know what J Cosma containers look like, so we'll kind of just have to...
Shani speaking. You're looking for shipping containers labeled J Cosma. That's all the help I can offer.
I would imagine that the cargo dock would be a great place to start. In the past couple times that I've been to this map, I've never been able to immediately get into it when it started. I've always joined late into the game. Now, I don't know if that's because there's a pretty big push into the map server or what, but hopefully that gets fixed. I'd definitely love to have a little bit more time. I don't know what this does or where that goes. I think that's a field crate. Somebody's shooting at us. Hopefully that guy doesn't come back to... Oh yeah, brother. I wouldn't be surprised if I got shot in the back. But this map is also interesting because it's quite the maze. But I do like these directional arrows because they really help us in where we need to go. And what is this that we need? Water pump. Okay, and that's a quest item, so we'll bring that. Although I think I already have one in my inventory or my stash. Okay. So if I had to imagine, a container would be in here. Let's see if we can breach this open. Curious if this guy's gonna kill me. Oh no. It just leads back around. Okay. Not what I'm looking for. Central corridor, loading bay. Let's keep checking the loading bays. Make sure we hit those so it doesn't set it off. Although, it kind of doesn't really matter if I'm running around and playing the recorder. Okay. Should we check the logistics hall, perhaps? Let's go ahead and take those. That Bastion is seen better days. Huh. I could take advantage of it being... Should we see? Okay. Oh, shoot. Alright. Not the, smartest. Oh, let's go ahead and give it a grenade. Let's go with another one. Let's try and miss. I don't know what these things do, but I don't want to find out. Oh my gosh. I don't think it would appreciate the sounds of jazz. Those things are tough. And I don't think anybody is going to be coming to my aid, so we're going to surrender. A shredder. It reminds me of that robot from Men in Black. That shoots the elevator with its many guns. Okay. No big deal. We got some water pumps. We got some points. And I'm happy to leave with that. And I think this is where we'll end the episode. Just a couple of quick raids. You know, if you're ever on the edge of getting this game, I say yes. I say do it. You'll like it. Play how you want. Don't conform to anybody's play style, and you'll have a lot of fun. In any case, I appreciate you stopping by, and we'll see you next time.